Rahim, October 2020, and to complete your paper, you have to solve this question 3 decimal places. Okay, so how to do the 3 decimal places? This kind of question. Some students do one mistake here. What a mistake? They try to open it. For example, they think then whenever a plus in the b in the middle, we can write ln a plus ln b. Let me show once again what students think. They think we can write like this, which is a total wrong. In plus and minus, it is not applicable. Yeah, we have few rules available. What is that? In the case if they multiply, we can split in a log of a plus log of b. In case of division, a over b, I can write log of a minus log of b. So these rules are available, but the lower is not available. So that is why we cannot expand due to this plus sign. If a multiply sign, we can expand. Due to plus sign, we cannot expand. So if we cannot expand this, what is the choice we have? Choice is that how to convert this to. Actually, I need a log on both sides. Why? So you can cancel log from both sides. How can I get it? Okay, we have 2 ways to do it, but easy way I like it for my students is 2 into 1. We can say this one is ln e because the logarithm of e is also one you can check in calculator. And 2 can go in the power. So it turns to be ln e to power 2. So it means if you type this in calculator, you will get 2 for sure. It means if I have a logarithm, e to power 3 is equals to 3. So 5 is equals to logarithm e to power 5. K is equals to logarithm e to power k. So this 2 we can write what? I'm erasing this 2 and I'm writing now here logarithm e to power 2. Now we are capable to cancel log, but make sure one criteria. No number before logarithm, no value before logarithm. This is a criteria to cancel out. If we have something, we bring in a power. All right, this is done. Now let's proceed. I got e squared. My task is to get x subject. So first of all, what I will do, I will bring 1 on the other end. So e to power negative 3x equal to e squared minus 1. Though I can type it in calculator, but I'm avoiding. So I can tell you sometime he can ask you exact form also. I will take logarithm of both sides and this level. If I take log of left side, right side, it become like that, and right side, it become like this. Now this power can come down. When power can come down, we get this format. Okay, and log of e to e squared minus 1. In this level, I can type in calculator, but still I'm avoiding. And log of e, you know, it is actually equals to 1. So I got a negative 3x. And why I'm doing so? So I'm just telling sometime he asks you not 3dp, he asks you exact value. If he asks you exact value, so it turns to be this answer, which I'm going to write now here over negative 3. If he asks you exact answer, this is my answer. But now if I type in calculator, which I'm doing, log of bracket open exponential to power 2 minus 1 close bracket over negative 3. My answer turns to be negative 0.61819. And he is asking 3dp. I don't want. And this is my final answer. And I hope so you got a point. But I just done 2 ways. So this is called exact form. Mostly he asked the exact form, and this is a 3 decimal place form. I hope so. The concept is very clear. In the question number 1. Question number 2, expand this and ascending power up to x to power cube and simplifying the coefficients. Okay, before I start, I must write a formula which is very important. 1 plus p to power n. Formula is 1 plus nb, nb, nb. Second part is n into n minus 1 over 2 factorial into square of b. Third one, n into n1, n minus 1, n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into cube of b, and so on, so forth. This formula I'm going to apply, but make sure it's only applicable if I have a plus 1 here. And luckily, we have a plus 1 here. So this I'm writing 1 plus 6x to power 1 over 3 because cube root is 1 by 3. And now I'm capable to apply this formula directly because the matching. Make sure this is behaving like a n and this 6x behave like a b. I hope so. Concept is clear. 1 plus nb. N is what? 1 over 3. B is 6x. Now n times 2, n minus 1 over 2 factorial times 2 square of it. Third term, n into n minus 1, n minus 2 over 3 factorial into cube of that. So very carefully, we have to try this at 2x. And here, chance of mistake. So as a teacher, I suggest you type it very carefully in your calculator. Okay, slight mistake will give you wrong answer. And I'm getting this part only negative 1 over 9 times to 36 over x to power 2. And same, I'm writing now here the second part, 1 over 3 and minus 2. Yeah, I type this whole. I'm just adding extra in the previous one. And this value is turned to be 5 over 81. This part only 5 over 81. Okay, make sure down is 3 factorial or you write 6, same thing, make sure. And here I'm writing cube, so 216 x to power 3 because 6 to power 3 is that. Okay, and which is after multiplying with that will give you, okay, that is other part. So I'm getting 1 plus 2x and negative 4x to power 2. And this is coming with me 40 over x, 40 over 3, x to power 3. So I hope so. The concept is very clear. And let me recheck again. 1 plus 2x. Yeah, okay, all clear. And this is my final answer. Over. So let's talk about the second part. State a set of the values of this, which is expansion is valid. Now, what is the validity of expansion is very important. Do you know, students, he mentioned mostly that x value is so small that its higher powers is neglecting. Mostly he writes that way. So I tell you, what is a basic technique we have it to solve this kind of questions, okay? So whatever I have in this calculator, in this one available here, it means I have this one, whatever inside, this should be, we have a less than, or I can say, tell you, this is leave it, and this part only, including sign, whatever, don't take full, okay? This part, whatever, completely, you must write the modulus of this should be less than 1. This is a criteria. Now, you may ask, what's the reason behind, sir? I always give a small reason to understand. Whenever you take power 2, you get a 4. And when you power 3, you get a 8. When power 4, you got a 16. Basically, what we're doing, okay. So if our values are between 1 and minus 1, so if you have these values of x, okay, so if you take a higher powers, you're approaching to a special number, and that is 0, okay, and this is called convergence, okay. But if I have a value after 1 and build negative 1, so like if 0.2 square I take it, I get 0.4, 0.2 square giving us 0.04, and 0.04 is naturally smaller. If I take 0.2 cube, so I get, if you check it in calculator, students, parallel with me, I'm getting here 0.008, which is again smaller. It means if I take a highest powers, this number approaching to what? 0. So that is why this is validity only possible, because when you're approaching to 0, those values I can neglect. And that is why he never asked you higher than power 3. And after, because he knows that if we continue further, so we are approaching to 0, and then we get that will not affect your answer. So that is why always whenever he asks you validity, we must say in the middle of 1 and minus 1. Basically, if you expand this, or I bring 6 on the other end, so this becomes this. So this is my validity. And basically, what is this meaning? If you expand this part, this means 6x is less than 1 and more than minus 1. So these numbers come from here, okay? And then you 6 bring on this side and 6 bring on this side. So this is a validity criteria, or you can write modulus of less than 1/6. So this writing style or this writing style, both are same. So I have done a very long story. Short story is, whenever you have this one given x coefficient including x, you must take less than equals less than 1. For example, if I have a 1 plus 3x, okay, and this power is a half. How to find validity of this one? So I will take the modulus of this must be less than 1 over, and this is my final answer. I hope so. Concept is very clear of this whole question, and that's it. Question number 3, students, we have the variable x and y satisfied by this relation, okay, given by him. Okay, by taking logarithm, show the graph of y against x. We have to make it y against x. Okay. Before I start, I just tell you, students, one concept. Whenever we have here x and here y, so straight line equation is called y is equal to mx plus c. But if I have a, for example, just for the sake of knowledge, this is a log of x. This is a log of y. So equation of line representing is log of y is equal to m time to log of x. Log of x. Let me write here. M time to log of x plus c. So here y comes from here. Here x comes from here. And now in this option, this ln x comes from here. Ln y comes from here. And m and c is a part of equation of straight line. So now starting. He said by taking logarithm. So let's start. I take log of left hand side. I get this right hand side and right left hand side. So basically, I can bring this y down to log property. So y times 2 log of 2 and 1 minus, here's 2 and 1 mistake. What kind of mistake they do? They write like this, and there's a mistake. You must put the whole thing in bracket. Without bracket, wrong. Now, after this, what to do next step? So I'm going to multiply log of 3 inside the bracket, and I get a log of 3 negative 2 log of 3 times 2x. And now I can divide or rearrange further because I need exact form of gradient. I need y is equal to mx plus c. So how to get that format? This I'll write before and this write later. You will get it now. What is the reason I'm writing so? Now I need y alone because he said that y alone. So this is extra. I will divide whole equation with ln2. So I get it ln2. So what happens, students? So negative 2 ln3 by ln2 times 2x. And ln3 by ln2 is clear. So if I ask, what is this? Basically, if I show you equation, so y is equals to mx plus c. This is c value, and this is a whole is gradient. And he was asking us that exact value of gradient we have to find. So alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, I believe you got a point. And we got it. This is my gradient of this line. I hope so this part is clear. Next part is asking find exact x coordinate of point of intersection of above line with this line. So solving them simultaneously and convert in this format. Okay, if I plug in this 3y here, 3x here, not a wrong approach. Okay, if I plug in on the top, top means in this equation here is also a right approach, no problem at all. So both are okay. And what I am going to do, basically, I have to get the x value. So let's try to do it. This 3x, I'm going to plug in it here. So 3x is equals to negative 2 log of 3 over log of 2 times 2x. And log of 3 by log of 2. I'll bring this whole thing here. So I get a 3x positive 2 log of 3 over log of 2 into x. I hope so. Up till here, no confusion. X and X common out. I get X common out. What left? 3 plus 2 log of 3 over log of 2. And log of 3 by log of 2 is already available. So I take LCM. Don't try to bring on the other end log of 2 LCM. Basically, the match. So this value student will copy paste. No change comes here. And this will multiply with a 3. I get a 3 log of 2. And log of 2 on both end will cancel like that. And this will go down and divide that. And I got basically ln3 in the numerator. And this whole thing goes in denominator. But he said convert in this form. Upper part, I got it, no problem. But down, I have 2 logarithms. How to convert it? So I'm writing this format. I'm writing in this format. You can see here. Okay, space problem maybe. So I'm writing it now here. So log of 3 available. You know, students, this 3 can go in the power of 2. So I got a 2 to the power 3 and ln 3 to the power 2. And then I can write it final form. So this is an 8 and this is a 9. 9, 8 is a 72 because plus in the middle. And this is my final form. And if I ask you what is A and B, A is 3 and B is 72, and both are integers. I hope so. The concept of the question is completely over. Question number 4, students, show this equation can be written in this form. So if you look at carefully, this cot I have to convert into tan. Second option, fundamental law of cotan. Before I apply, I must write fundamental tan formula of tan A plus B. What is available in formula sheet, but still I'm writing for this particular question. So it is a very clear if I write both like this, and this is a plus plus same, and down 1 minus, and this sign is always reverse. And the product of tan A times to tan B. So let's apply left-hand side. So tan theta plus tan 60, I think clear, over. In denominator, what I'm writing, students, 1 opposite sign of it means negative sign, and tan theta and tan 60 product I am going to write in denominator. And on the other end, cot is 1 by tan. Don't say cos over sine. Cos over sine will creating problem because I need to convert into tan. That is why 2 over 10 I am writing. So now, student, tan 60 is a special value if you check in calculator, which is root 3. So I'm writing now tan theta plus root 3 and over 1 minus tan theta, and root 3 I'm writing before here. So root 3 times 2 tan theta is equal to 2 over tan theta. I'm close to my answer. I have to convert in this format. Main problem is root 3. So when this tan multiply with the both values, it will turn to be tan square theta and root 3 tan theta. Now this is going to multiply right hand side. So 2 minus 2 root 3 tan theta. Now these both values will come left hand side. So let's see how we can write it. Tan square theta plus root 3 tan theta plus 2 root 3 tan theta minus 2 is equal to 0. So this, student, like my question is, what is this one? It is a 2 root 3 is a 1 root 3. And 2 root 3 is behaving like x plus 2x becomes 3x. This becomes 3x. So same like this. So I can write here 3 root 3 tan theta negative 2 equal to 0. So proved. Alhamdulillah, not very hard concept. Normally this kind of question a little bit harder. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, this done. B part we have as well. He's saying solve this equation. If you look at it carefully, we have everything same. Let me check. Is it completely match? Yes, it completely match. So I can apply here immediately. So I can apply either fact, but this root involves, so must write in a 1 decimal place and must be degree mode, make sure. And first 2 quadrants only we are looking because still 180. So students, I will apply quadratic formula and you have to show this working. What is A value is 1, no number 1, B is this, C is -2. And you are bound to show minimum one step. I know some students are lazy and they don't show this working. So B squared minus 4A and C is this divided by 2A. So I think this concept is very clear. And minimum this step you have to show after this. If you do directly and show in your use your calculator and get the answer, so no problem at all. So 1 minute, this is done, and -2, and I'm getting answers. Number 1 answer I'm getting here is in decimal format, or okay, decimal format. I'm going to write. First answer I'm getting is 0.35996, and second answer I'm getting is here is a tan theta is equals to -5.5561. And basically, keep in mind we have to stay in a two quadrants, first and the second only. And tan positive is first and third. This is ignored. This I need. And tan is negative is here and here, and then negative here. This ignored. This I need. So when I take the inverse, students, so I hope so you got a point. So tan inverse alpha is equal to tan inverse of 0.35996. So tan inverse of 0.35996, I am getting alpha 19.8 degree, which is coming here, 19.8, sorry, 19.8 and 19.8 is ignored. So we got our first answer, 19.8. Done. So what about the other one? So when I take a tan inverse of 5, don't take negative sign. I mean, alpha is equals to tan inverse. I will just count positive value, did not take a negative. So I got a value 79.8 degree. I will write 79.8 degree here and 70. There's no need to write, but this is my answer number 1. And that is our answer only. So I've got an answer theta is 100.2 degree. And I hope so the concept is very clear. And the question is, I think, completely over. Question number 5, students, we have here parametric equations given by him. Okay, an answer of theta is must be in the negatives, means of what is a negative pi by 2. There's a negative pi by 2. There's a positive pi by 2. It means first quadrant and fourth quadrant. We have to stay inside. Okay, and here is not required. So let's start. These conditions are sometimes very, very important. Our answers depends upon these special things. Okay, special criterias. So he said, show the gradient of the curve is this equation. How to find gradient? Basically, it's asking dy over dx. Okay, so I'm starting now, students. So first of all, x is equal to tan theta. So tan theta is equals to y is equals to cos square theta. So basically, what is the rule? Left-hand side variable comes up, right-hand side variables comes down, dx over d theta. And tan derivative is secant square theta. And when talk about this one, so left side variable up, right side goes down. Here some students get problems. Okay, they don't know how to differentiate. I tell you, this power, first we deal power. Number 2, we deal base. And then we deal angle, 3 step by step. Okay, there's a rule. So first I bring power 2 comes down and power of cos become 1. Then I deal base, and base is a cos. Cos derivative is minus sine theta. And then we'll deal the angle, and that is a 1. I hope so the concept is clear. So I'm writing this clear now. Secant square is a 1 over cos square theta. This I just simplify and leave it alone because I have to convert in this format. Okay, this is done. Now by chain rule, I'm starting. What is the by chain rule I'm going to do? This is very clear. What is my task to prove it? My task is gradient, and they're going to stand for dy over dx. So I'm writing here dy over dx. I'm writing 2 fractions, students. This I'm writing in the first numerator. This writes second denominator. And what to write here? Same always, and that is third variable, d theta, d theta. So this comes as it is from here, but it will come reciprocal. So I'm writing, students, here -2 sine theta into cos theta. And that is coming, it is already fraction form. If I write in a fraction, because theta up, x down, here x up, theta down. So it will flip and it will come here down. So I can write directly cos square theta. And if you look at carefully, students, this is called gradient. I'm writing the M letter. Okay, M letter is not a compulsory to write, but it's good to write. It helps us to do the next part. And this is my target achieved. So this is, he said, and Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, we get it. And what is the next part? Next part is what we have here. The gradient of the curve has a maximum value at a P. Very interesting. Very interesting. And find out the exact value of x coordinate of P. Before I start, I just tell you, this is a given idea behind the scene. Let's say area of any shape, I have x square and minus 4x and plus 10. If I'm looking for the maximum area, what is the technique? I will differentiate d over dx, and I got this, and I'll plug in 0, and this x is becoming 2. And this is the x coordinate where it's a given max. And if I need an area maximum, plug in 2 here back, will give us the maximum area. So this is the basic criteria. Same way, if I'm looking for the volume, and I have a volume formula like x square minus something, for example, 8x and plus 20. So how to find the maximum? I will differentiate dv by dx. I got it this. I will plug in 0, and I got x value 4. This is the x coordinate where we have a maximum or minimum volume. For volume maximum, I'll plug in back an equation. But here he asking find x coordinate. So I will stop it here because he asking x coordinates. So how to do it? As the way I have done differentiation and plug in 0, get x, that's it. So I differentiate, I put 0, get answer, that's it. Same story, I'm doing it here. So this whole equation I'm going to take from here. So check it, students. So I'm going to take this whole equation, and it's a power 3. Yes, power 3. I'm going to apply dm by d theta. I'm going to apply product rule, this u and this v. So let's try to do it. So first, you know, u copy v dash, v copy u dash. So I'm copying 2 sine theta. In the bracket, I will go for this derivative. And now we're doing reverse. And 2 cos cube theta copy. And here I'm writing this derivative. So have a look, students. What is the method to do now? So this is a derivative. What I said before on the top is power, base, and angle. 3 criterias, 3 levels we have. So first of all, 3 will come down. Power becomes 2. Base derivative is negative sine theta. Angle is 1. I hope so. The concept is very clear. And what is this derivative, student? Including -2. So -2 cos theta. Now, students, what is in my next plan of action? As very clear, every time I plug in derivative 0 to get the maximum or minimum x value. So I plug in 0 here. I have to simplify, but before simplify, I'm just simply, this is negative into negative. I got a positive 6 and sine square theta and cos square theta. Because sine into sine, sine square. I hope so clear. -2 cos 4 theta. I think because cos into cos cube, I got it. Now, students, what is the common from here? Common sense, cos square common from here. And I got, students, what we have finally, and 2 also. 3 sine square theta and negative cos square theta we got finally. Okay, let me recheck. 2 3s are 6. Okay, and 2 1s are 2. They are all correct. Now, when you reach here, either this part equals 0 or this part equals 0. So one by one, I take it. And this I take. Okay, when I take this 2 down, I cos take inverse of the, root of the both sides. So I got a cos theta is equal to 0. Basically, cos 0 is along x-axis. Ups and downs. So cos pi by 2 is 0. And cos negative pi by 2 is 0. or 3 by pi also. But do you know, student, look on top, on top, it did not put equal sign. It did not put equal sign. So it means equal is there, we can take it, but no equal sign, so we will not take it. So it means both answers are out of range. So no solution come from here, out of range. So this goes on the other end. I got a 3 sine square theta is equal to cos square theta. Cos comes down, 3 goes on the other side. I get a tan square theta is equal to 1 over 3. Take a root of the both sides. We got a 2 answers. Tan theta is equal to positive 1 over root 3. And tan theta is equals to negative 1 over root 3. Again, keep in mind, this is a very important technical point. We have stayed in the boundary of the first and fourth quadrant. So students, this is very important. So let's see how we can get it. Okay, so we have here two crosses. We have tan is positive, this and this. So this out of range, this in range. Tan is negative here and here, this out of range, this is in range. Okay. So when I take a tan inverse of this, and please take alpha here, different than theta, different than theta. So when I take a tan inverse of 1 over root 3, it gives us 30 degree, okay? No, sorry, there's a radian mode or degree mode? Radian mode. So we have to answer in a radian mode. So answer will turns to be, 1 minute, please. He is asking what? He is asking x coordinate. And when you reach it here, I think angle is not our task. If I plug in, if I get the x value, how to get x value? Go back on equation, and this is my x value. X is equal to tan theta. Even I find a theta, I plug in there. But what is this? No need. Even I find, for example, so I got x theta is equals to 30 degree. 30 degree means pi by 6. Look at now, student, I show you. Even you done, for example, you've done it here pi by 6. Okay, 30 degrees pi by 6. You plug in this value top where? Go back and plug in this place. And when you plug in this place, students, so tan pi by 6, 60 degree, it gives us 30 degree, it gives us what? A root 3 by 2, root 3 by 3, okay? So basically, it means you do it directly, or you ignore for whole thing. You ignore whole thing and plug in directly in that equation. So concentrate. What is the basic x coordinate we're looking for? This equation I take, x is equal to tan theta. So I'm taking x is equal to tan theta. Now you may ask one question. We have a 2 answers, okay? We have a 2 answers. We have a 2 answers. One is the tan theta is coming with us 1 over root 3 positive, and 1 I'm getting answer here negative 1 over 3. So this value is same, correct? So this is coming in the place. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen is a shorter way. The first which I was doing was a longer way, and this is coming in this place. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, I believe you got a point. And he was asking, give us the x coordinates, and we got a 2 answers. I hope so. The concept is very clear, especially part 2, which was little technical, and I hope so. Question number 6, students, we have a complex number representing by u and expressed in this format. And whenever you say this format, so we have to rationalize. How to rationalize? How to rationalize? Rationalization means take conjugate. What is conjugate of denominator? Simple, change the sign of iota. Before iota, negative sign, make it positive sign. That is called conjugate. When you have a conjugate, multiply ups and down or down, okay, with the conjugate. That's it. 7 into 1, I got 7, and 7 plus iota, 7 iota, and plus iota to power 2. And down square of 1 minus square of iota. Basically, whenever two signs same, so two values same and signs are opposite, we say a square minus b square. Here I got 8 iota because 7 plus 1 give us 8 iota. And this is a iota square is a basically minus 1. I repeat my words. So this is a minus 1. And here down I got again minus 1. So this is negative 1 plus 7 give us 6 plus 8 iota. Down I got a 2. And I simplify 2 3s are 2 4s are, and this is my final form, what he's asking for. He's saying further show and sketch arc and diagram A, B, C, representing this is this. Okay. For your knowledge, A is U, B is this, and C is this. Okay. And I have to sketch here. So before I sketch, best technique to do it, we have to make a rough idea before I start. Rough, what is a rough? A rough is here. Look at, check it here, all positive. No, one is negative only. And that is only slightly negative. But otherwise, the big number 7 and here 4. It means we have deal with some other bigger numbers as well. So I take a chance here. What is a 7 plus iota? It means 7 positive, 7 long x-axis, and 1 positive above. So it means this is a 7 plus iota. Okay, it representing with what? Second letter B. So this is a B, and 1 minus iota, 1 minus 1 positive and 1 negative. So just it here. So I got a 1 minus iota representing by C. Now A left, A is 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 somewhere up. So it's somewhere here. This is representing by A, and just 3 plus 4 iota. So if I make it, what is that, sketch? Just sketch only. So it means you got some idea. So I'm going to start now. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, and I'm going to make it. No need of that much accuracy required. Okay, 1 and this 1. So this is, I'm representing C here. No need to write the iota format. 1 minus 1 is enough. Okay, this point 1 minus 1 is enough. 7 plus, so 1, this 2, this 3, this 4, this 5, this 6, and this 7. And iota means 1 up. So this point I get it. I'm writing here B coordinate. I'm writing here 7 comma 1. I think point is very clear. Okay, now I'm going for the last point is 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 upward. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I get it here somehow. Okay, this is A coordinates 3, 4. That's it. And no need to join them. He said just show our sketch arc diagram and point ABC. That's it. And that's it. And mention, try your best to write like this. Real axis is not a compulsory, but it's good to write. Okay, imaginary axis. Imaginary axis. Okay, I hope so. Point is very clear. This 7 and this 4 and this 3 and this 1, this minus 1, not a compulsory to show, but I've shown the coordinate. That's enough. And what is said further, by considering the argument. Argument means an argument, all of you know it. Argument is the most important part here. Whenever argument, sketching part is very, very important. Modulus, we have two things, modulus and argument. If I have a modulus, no problem, diagram, draw, sketch or not, but argument must sketch, and which luckily done. So let's start. He said, find argument of 7 plus iota and this. So basically, I'm finding the argument of B coordinate and C coordinate. So have a look now. First of all, B coordinate. B coordinate is 7 and 1. So I have a 7 and 1. So I get this kind of triangle, just sake of understanding. 7, 1. And this theta is called argument. Basically, this is a theta. So theta is called what? Let me write it first of all. First of all, I'm writing 7 plus iota. Okay, and what is a theta? Theta is a tan inverse opposite by adjacent. I'm not doing anything. Stop here. But when I talk about this one, this is interesting actually. Interesting part is here only. So this is what I have 1 and 1, this point. If I draw it here, and this is a 1 and minus 1, this I call as alpha. So when you talk about alpha, students, so 1 minus iota. So alpha is equals to, this is alpha. Okay, let's first of all, I talk about theta. Okay, theta is tan inverse 1 over 1. I got here, students, I got here pi by 4. And then I say alpha is equal to negative pi by 4. Very interesting and very important. Why I wrote like this? Because argument, what is the argument actually? When you go anti-clockwise, this angle is positive. But when I go clockwise, this angle is negative. And because I'm going clockwise, look, I show you. This angle I talk about, okay? So because starting from positive x-axis and move clockwise or anti-clockwise, I think point. This is a clockwise, so anti-clockwise, so positive, okay? And this is a clockwise, so I write negative intentionally. This is a very, very important. Okay, now you may ask, sir, what is this? How he wrote like that? So I'm going to do what? I'm going to do what? Basically, he said by considering the argument of these two. So left-hand side, I will go, and what is that? This is u. If we look at carefully, this 3 or 4. So I'm using the argument of u. So u is a 3 plus 4 iota. 3 plus 4 means 3 here and 4 here. I got this triangle. So this is a triangle. Okay. And what I'm going to do now, students, so basically, if I check it carefully, so wait a minute, please. 4/3 and 1/7. So and yes, I can do one thing, because okay, when you find this one, so 4/3, students. So what is theta comes here? So tan inverse opposite by adjacent. I got tan inverse 4/3. Now I got this one, students. So now my question, how we can convert with all these things and convert that form is a very, very important to get it. Okay. So first of all, what is the method to do arguments of both? Because if you look at carefully, I show you this idea from diagram. So if I join this angle and this angle, okay, this angle and this angle. So if I just this is theta and this alpha I taken. So if I find in the middle angle in the middle of them, if the angle in the middle of them, so basically what we doing, what we are trying to do it here, we are trying to divide them, okay, and we get our answer from here. For example, so student, look at on the top here. This equation is given here. U is equal to 7 plus iota over 1 minus iota. I take this equation. This equation is very important to get the solution. So copy and paste. So if I take the logarithm, argument of both sides. So argument of u left-hand side, argument of right-hand side. The way we talk logarithm, students, it logarithm. If I have a up and b down, how we apply logarithm upper minus logarithm lower. Same, student, I will apply a rule here. Argument of upper, 7 plus iota, minus argument of lower, 1 minus iota. Here, argument of u. And now, students, concentrate. This is argument of u is this is coming here. We check it, is u is same or not same. So this part I'm going to copy, this part copy, and I'm pasting here. So what is argument of 7 plus iota? Check it, students, 7 plus iota argument is this. So this part I'm copying and I'm pasting here. Done. Now negative sign, and this argument I got it where? This argument is here. I got negative pi by 4. So this value, including negative sign, I copy and I'm pasting here. So basically, this is a negative, one inside, one outside. And if you apply negative into negative, positive, so alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. So I believe you got a point how I got the answer proved. I hope so. The concept is very clear. We found all three arguments. Number one argument on top, second argument there, and third. And we have to connect them. And how to connect them, students? We have to go on definition of question, which is here given. I applied argument on both sides, and we got our answer. Argument of left side, and when they divide, it's behaving like a logarithm. I hope so, students, you got the idea of the whole question. Question number 7, we have x and y at t satisfies differential equation. You can see clearly. And we have given some initial values, very clear. And make sure this condition is also very important. T is more than equals to 0. It can be 0 or above, but no negative value, make sure. So solve differential equation, obtain expression x in terms of t. So main thing is that we have to make x subject in terms of t. So first of all, how to start, have a look carefully. So step number 1, separation of variables. Keep your eye on this x. So this naturally, what will happen? This will go down under x, and this dt will go on the other one. So cross multiply, step number 1. Maybe you'll get trouble. So I'm doing step by step. I'll bring this down and this on the other end. Basically, I'm converting. I'm just shifting all similar like variables on one side. Now, student, what I will do, integrating both sides. When I will start integrating, I just bring it up secant square 2x and e to power negative 3t dt. So question is ready for integration. And what is integration of secant? Tan derivative secant square, and secant is a tan. But differential we multiply, integration we must divide by the angles derivative. Don't miss this too. This first keep as it is. Again, in derivative we multiply power derivative, and here divide. C must be here right side. You can write left also, no problem, but we have to make a x subject, so reduce your burden on left hand side. Okay, now I'm going to plug in x. What are the conditions given? x0, t0. So when I plug in x0, tan 0, 0, and something to power 0 over negative 3, and I got a c value, a positive 1 by 3, because I bring on left hand side. I plug in back here. So I'm getting tan double x by 2 is equals to e to power negative 3t over negative 3 and plus 1 over 3. I have to make x subject. So what to do? This 2 is extra, multiplying right hand side. So I'm bringing on the other side, and it comes, and make sure tan double x. And I'm converting what? I will take 3 common from here. I got a 2 over 3. And I got here negative e to power negative 3t and plus 1. Or I can write in more format 2 by 3 as it is. 2 by 3 this as it is. And I bring this in denominator. So I just tell you what the logic behind. And here I got tan double x. And now I will take tan inverse, 2x alone, tan inverse. In the big bracket, 2 over 3. In the bracket, 1 over e to power 3t. And this 2 will divide. So alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, I got this one, tan inverse. Or I save my time and I'm writing directly here. So I bring this 2 on the other end, and we got our answer. But now, interesting part, what left behind, students, is not here. This is done. So alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, this is completely over. Maybe, yeah, here. He's asking, state what happened to value of x when n tends to infinity. What does tends mean? Approaching. And t tends means when t approaches to. This is this arrow. Don't put equal sign, okay? Don't put equal. Equal something else. Okay, now I'm plugging infinity. Before we start, 1 over infinity, student, is what? 0. I repeat, 1 by 0 is infinity. Make sure if I change the places, infinity, 1 or infinity give you 0. And whenever I want to become, so that is why, you saw I brought this in denominator. If I plug in t tends to infinity, what happens, students? 1 by 2, tan inverse, big bracket, 2 by 3, 1 minus e to power 3 infinity. Student, look, I'm showing something here. Something to power. For example, if I have if any number multiplied by infinity, we get infinity. And some number to power infinity, we get infinity. So this is infinity. Infinity is that And I can write 1 over 2, tan inverse. And basically, when I have a 1 minus, this is infinite. And 1 by infinity is equals to 0. If this is 0, gone, gone. So this left in the bracket, and that's it. And this is our final answer, which I'm going to write it here. So he asked us what happens to x value. So you can say that x approaches to, because this is approaching infinity. So x approaches to. Approaches to, don't say equal. Don't say equal. Okay? X approaches to. So 1 over 2, tan inverse 2 by 3. I hope so. The concept is very clear of the question completely. Question number 8 we have with respect to origin, the position vectors of A, B, C, D given by him. You can see below. And he said, show AB is equal to 2 times to that. So basically, we are going to find AB vector. And what is method to find AB vector? I have two techniques. I can say AB vector like this, A to O plus O to B, not wrong at all. But I write always this way when vector is there, vector ending, that is a B. So I'm writing OB minus way starting. So no problem at all. Both are same. Both are same. So I'm writing OB minus OA. So OB minus OA will give us our answer, which I am writing it here. OB is 4 minus 1, 1. OA is a 2, 1, 5. And 4 minus 2 gives us 2. And negative 2. And negative 4. This is done. Let's talk about CD. CD, same story. Vector ending at D. I'm writing OD minus OC. Here OD, here OC, here our answer. OD is 3, 2, 3. OC is 1, 1, 2. And I got a 2, I got a 1, I got a 1. Over. Now he said, show that if you multiply this CD by 2, you got to equal that. Or you can take common from here. So both are okay. If I take common from here, you can say now I'm writing now here, AB vector, basically I have a 2, negative 2, negative 4. If I take common, so it will turn to be this format. 1, and wait a minute, yes, it is the signs all reverse. Okay, so this is, I'm writing what? I'm taking here negative 2 common out. I got negative 2, 1, negative 1, 1, and 2. And 1 minute, let me check signs. Signs problem is there or not? Okay, second number, vector is not a problem. Problem is the magnitude, because here no vector at all on the top. So it means we will try what, students? We will try simple magnitude of both. If we put arrows on top, you can go for vectors. But here not vectors, we go for the magnitude of both. So AB magnitude or modulus means this. 2 square, negative 2 square, and negative 4 square. This is done, and let me finalize this part. Okay, and I get it. What, students? Magnitude is what? 4 plus 4, 4 plus 4 and plus 16, 24 root, 16 plus 4, 24 root. And what is the other one? CD. So 2 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. 4 plus 1, 5 plus 6 root. And this is, I can write in two parts. 6 4s are 24. If I take a root 6 alone and 2. So I got a 2 root of 6. Is to max match or not match? So this 2 alone, so I can express here. So I can say that AB without arrow on top is a 2 times 2 CD proved. Basically, what have done, I showed this 2 times the distance is double of that, and that's it's proved. So this idea is clear, and now we're asking the angle between AB direction and CD direction. Direction, very important for your knowledge. This is also called direction. This is also called direction. And if I just given you extra knowledge. If I have for example, just sake of knowledge, I plus 2 or I write in column form. This 1, 2, 1, and plus lambda times 2, 3, 1, 6. So this after lambda is also called direction. Also called direction. Okay. So this is a basically same like AB. So this after lambda is direction. So here AB and CD both are directions. Logic R is equal to A plus lambda times 2 AB. So this AB I get it from here. And this is starting point of the line. I hope so, God. So that is why when we need the angle between them, this I call as a B1. Here I got a B2. So B1 dot B2 equal to B1 modulus B2 modulus into cos of the angle between them. Or if you don't like this, I can say AB dot CD. AB dot CD, magnitude of AB, magnitude of AB, magnitude of CD into cos of the angle between them. So let's start. So I'm going to write vector dot second vector magnitude in cos of the angle. So this AB is coming here and this coming down. So I'm writing 2, -2, -4, 2, 1, 1. And luckily AB magnitude I have, which is a 24 root or 2 root of 6. And this is 6 root. I got it before. So now student dot product never simple directly multiply the corresponding positions. 2 to the 4, -2, -4 equal to root 6. Root 6 will give us 6. Okay, this cancel out -2 over 12. And this has got a cos inverse, -1 over 6. If I type this in calculator, so what I get, students? So wait a minute. And I get it 99. So angle between them is 99.56, but 59, sorry. This is my final answer between the two lines. This is done. Let's talk about, and okay, that's it. Show that line through AB does not intersect the line through CD. Now, student 4-mark question. What I said before on top, now I'll use this one. So let's try to do it because I have AB, and make sure one critical point. If this is OA, then this must start from A. So this point always common. So if this OB, then I must need BA, not AB. So I hope so concept is clear. So I'm writing the line number 1, or line AB. So R is equals to OA plus lambda times 2AB. And I'm writing here R is equals to, or I'm writing here R, what is OA? Here I'm writing lambda AB, I'm writing here. OA is 215. And OB is AB 2, -2, -4. Okay, this is line LB. Now line CD. So CD, so OC must be written here and T times to CD. This must be different from each other, make sure. R is equals to, this is OC and T times 2 CD. Okay, students. So what is a OC? OC, 1, 1, 2. And what is a CD? CD, I got it 2, 1, 1. I hope so this part is clear. And now what to do? Because they check it, show they don't intersect. So what is the job number 1? I will convert both lines in standard forms. Now, how to convert standard forms? So I multiply lambda inside and then add with that. So I do directly so you people understand. And this 2 plus 2 lambda. I repeat, 2 plus 2 lambda. And 1 minus 2 lambda. And 5 minus 4 lambda. This I get it from here. Same way I can make second. 1 plus 2t, 1 plus t, and 2 plus t. And I put them equals to each other. Why I put them equals to each other? Because they intersect. I assume if they intersect, so their position vectors are equals to each other. I assume if I take. So I get a 3 equations. This equation 1, equation 2, equation number 3. So a lot of patience required to solve this kind of question. So let's see. Second question, 1 minus 2 lambda equal to 1 plus t. 5 minus 4 lambda equal to 2 plus t. I hope so the point is very clear. Let's complete it. We got a 3 equations. Okay, student, I bring this here. So 2 lambda minus 2t equals to minus 1, equation 1. So minus 2 lambda minus t equals to 0, equation number 2. Minus 4 lambda minus t equals to 3 minus 3, so equation number 3. Student, I will take any 2 equations to solve them simultaneously to get the answer. I think I use 1 and 2 to cancel easily. So I'm using 1 plus 2. If I use them, students, okay, I think I save my time. I copy the top 2 equations, so save the time. And I paste below and I'm trying to solve them. This cancel out, negative 3t is equal to negative 1, and t values become 1 by 3. Which I use, I will plug in the same equation, this one. I think I use in a lower one. So negative 2 lambda negative 1 over 3 equal to 0. Negative 2 lambda equal to 1 over 3. And lambda is equal to negative 1 over 6. Now I'm doing check. How to check? This will help us to understand do they do intersect or not. How we check it? Both values I will put its untouched equation. I use the top equations, don't use those equations, use the third one, which is not used till now. So minus 4 times 2 lambda minus t equals to minus 3. And now lambda value is negative 1 over 6 and t value is 1 over 3. So I got a 2 over 3 and minus 1 over 3 is negative 3. And I got a 3 and 2 minus 1. And I got a 1 over 3. They are not equal. So they don't equal, they don't intersect. If they equal, they intersect. I hope so. The concept of the topic is very clear. So we make 2 equations, we convert standard form, we make 3 equations, take 2 equations, any you like, solve lambda and t and get and plug in an third equation which is not used. If the left right match, they intersect. Otherwise, they don't match. I hope so the concept is. Question number 9, students, we have. And we have given this function and we have to go for partial fraction. But first of all, always keep in mind one thing, this kind of question, students, sometimes they don't care. And what is the important part? If the power of the numerator, power of the denominator, power of the, let's say, numerator power, rater power is more than or equal to power of denominator, power of denominator. This is called improper fraction, improper. So example, if this upper power is x to power 2 and here x is improper. If here we have a x to power 3 and here x to power 2, is a bigger or equal? Improper. Even this, they are equal, improper. So improper, how to do convert improper? We have to go for long division. Make sure long division. Okay. So this is clear. But check it here. What is highest power on top is x to power 1 in the numerator, and power 2 into x, we got x to power 3 in denominator. So this is proper and no need of long division. I can start directly. But let's say if x power 3 on the top and plus 18, then I have to go long division. First multiply denominator, then long division, and then convert in proper fraction. So let's start. So 7x plus 18 and divided by what we have? 3x plus 2 into x squared plus 4 is equals to a over first part plus b x plus c over x squared plus 4. Make sure, because this power 2, that is power 2 is quadratic, and we must write bx plus c. And for the power 1 linear, we must write only one letter, any letter. So first of all, I multiply by left-hand side denominator. Whatever I have available left-hand side denominator, I multiply. Or second option, take LCM right side and cross multiply, that same thing. So when I multiply this with this, students, what happens? This cancel out, so this stay behind, 7x plus 18. When it's multiplied with this, students, what happens? This cancel out, so this stay with a beside of a. So I get a times 2, x to power 2 plus 4. So when I multiply with this factor, students, so this will cancel and I get what here? So 3x plus 2 times 2 bx plus c. So if I write like this only wrong, we have to put both in bracket. I think clear. Now, first of all, what to do? This fraction, I will put equals to 0. 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. 2 goes on other side and 3 divides. I got negative 2 by 3. Put in the whole equation, x value negative 2 by 3. So when I plug in this here, so negative 2 by 3. So what I get, students, here? So 7 times to negative 2 over 3 and plus 18. I get 40 over 3 left-hand side. And when I plug in it here, so I get it 4 divided by 9 and plus 4. I got a 40 over 9a. And when I plug in this value here and here, because this I kept already 0, so this, if this is 0, holds 0. So I will not waste your time, and simple a value, this 40, 40 cancel, 9 goes up and I get an a value 3. I hope so the concept is clear. And let's first, can I plug in this equal to 0? That's the way I kept this equal to 0. Answer is no. When I plug in this equal to 0, I give you infinity, math error, undefined. How? Negative 4. Negative 4 root is a math error. So I will not try it. So I will try what number? Any number except this one. So ideal number is 0. I plug in 0 in the whole equation. So when I plug in 0 here, so I got only 18. When I plug in 0 here, I got 4 times 2a. When I plug in 0 here and 0 here, so 2c, I get it. So a value is going here. So 18 is equals to 4 times 2, 3 plus 2c. 18 is equals to 12 plus 2c. So 6 is equal to 2c, and c becomes 3. So first I plug in this, and I plug in 0. Now any number I can plug in, any number. And second ideal number is 1. When I plug in 1 here, I got 25. When I plug in 1 here, 1 square 1 plus 4, 5a. When I plug in 1 here, I got 5, and 5 multiply with a b plus c. Now, students, I'm going to first divide by 5. So I got a 5 equal to a and plus b plus c. I plug in a and value, plug in the lower equation, and I get a what? A value 3 and b unknown, c is 3 as well. So 3 plus 3, 6 goes there, and I got a negative 1. Not even plug in 100, we get the same answer, not a change. You can test even, okay? I plug in back in the equation, and what I get a finally. Look at here, students. I'm going to take it this whole copy, and I'm pasting here, and I'm replacing the a, b value, a, b, and c value. So a I'm rubbing, and b I'm erasing, and c. A value is what? 3. B value is -1 or minus x, and c value is 3. And I hope so the concept is very clear, and we have done it. First part complete, partial fraction done. Second part, students, so look at here. This is f of x for your knowledge. This is f of x. So I'm going to copy the whole thing here, this whole thing, copy, and I'm going to paste here. And I'm going to integrate with limits 0 to 2. And before we start integration, we have some criteria, and then I'll explain to you. What is that? If function in denominator and derivative in numerator and power of function is 1, answer is log of function. Log of function. So for example, function in denominator, its derivative is what? This is a 3 and this is 0. So 0 plus 3 is 3. Yes, we have it. If we have it, then what to do, students? What to do? I can write logarithm of the base. I hope so the point is clear. And this 3 will automatically finish. And limit 0 to 2, I can plug in it here. But what about this? what is this derivative? If we check it, this is derivative is turned to be this is a 2x and plus 0. But problem that do we have a 2x plus 0 available on top? No, we don't have. Problem is this 3. So what we'll do here, I will split in two parts, negative x over, or I do it, just wait, I just bring it down here, and I break in two parts. How two parts? Look at here, negative x over x squared plus 4 dx, or I do x later, I'm writing, and plus 3 over x squared plus 4. I hope so the point is very clear. Okay, this is a 4. Make sure it's a 4 dx. How happened? Like a plus b by c. I can write a by c plus b by c. So this x by whole thing separate and 3 by whole thing separate. I think the point is valid. This is done. So log of 3x plus 2, I'm writing, and 0 to 2. Here, what's the basic? This derivative is what? 2. So this negative is extra. I bring this x negative outside, 2 by 2, x over x squared plus 4 dx. And the other one, I can split 3 outside. I got a 1 over x to power 2 plus 2 to power 2 dx. So my question, what is this derivative 2x? Do you have a 2x available? No. So 2 by 2 will cancel. We get a so no effect on answer. Upper 2 will go inside. Upper 2 will go inside. Lower 2 will stay in outside. I hope so you're understanding the concept. Negative 1 over 2, and I'm getting here 2x over x to power 2 plus 4 and dx. And here I'm writing what here? This is, I'm keeping the same, and basically we have a square of x and square of 2. And we have a formula. What is the formula? Whenever we have integration of a squared plus x squared, what is answer for it? Answer for it is the tan inverse x by a outside, and here 1 by a. So this basic formula I'm going to use up. So first of all, here I'm not putting any limits up till now. I'm going to put. And here I got a function down, derivative up, log of x squared plus 4. 0 to 2. Here I got 3 and 1 over 2 and tan inverse x by 2. And I'm putting limit of a whole or of this one. So both are same. So when student apply the upper limits, we got a 6 plus 2, we got a logarithm 8. And when I plug in 0, I got log of 2. And when I apply here, 2 square 4 plus 4, 8. Minus, when I plug in 0, I got a log of 4. And 3 by 2 here. When I plug in 2 and 2 by 2, 1, tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. When I plug in 0, tan inverse of 0 is 0. Here I got ln 8, so 8 by 2 divide, because due to negative sign, so these values will divide. And I got it. And same story here, in the bracket log of 8 by 4. And this multiply 3 pi by 8. So here I got ln 4 and minus half times 2 log of 2. So this 4, I can write it, I can write what? I can write 2 square. This 2 square, 2 will go down. We got a 2 ln 2 and minus half ln 2. And this 3 pi by 8 is same. Now here I take LCM, and LCM is 2, and 2 into 2, 4. I got a 4 ln 2 minus 1 ln 2. And out of 4, 1 gone. I got a 3 pi by 2. 3 over 2 ln 2 plus 3 pi by 8. And I hope so the idea is very clear. I got a area of this one. So I hope it is very clear. Question number 10, we have students. Equation of curve is given here. And he mentioned that is a point of minima. You can see there's a point of minima. And he given us the x value. The x value at the point of minima is A. And he's saying that, he mentioned even here. And then he asking the shaded area. This is for the maybe next part, not here. And we have to just show this equation, okay? So naturally, it is only possible by differentiating and derivative put equal to 0. So what is the product rule is a very clear. So u v dash v u dash. So I'm starting. So this first function copy cos derivative minus sine x, and cos x copy, and that is a half. What is about root? Half comes down and power become negative half. And now I'm putting derivative 0. But you know, for your knowledge, when I put derivative 0, same time, or I do that is later, little later. So I get it because ultimately I need a 10. How it possible to do it? So first of all, what I'm going to do, this is a negative root x into sine x. And this I bring in denominator. So I get a cos x over 2 root of x. Now, student, I'm going to plug in two things. Because he said minimum at x is equal to a. So I'm putting two things together. So derivative is equals to 0 and x is equals to a. So when I plug in derivative of 0 is equals to negative root of a sine of a plus cos of a over 2 root of a. I bring this on the other end. I got a positive, this one sine of a is equals to cos of a over 2 root of a. I am looking for the 10. How is it possible? Cos will go under sine. So sine by cos give you 10a. It will multiply there, and root a will give you only a. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen proved. So I hope so the concept is very clear. So let's go for next part. A sequence of values given by this iterative formula. An initial value is given by him is 3. And he say alpha converges. So use a formula to determine the value of a to dp and give each answer to 4 decimal places. So let's try to do it. First of all, a formula, I'm writing it now here. Iterative formula, I'm writing it here. Tan inverse 1 over 2an. I replace every n by 1. When I replace 1 here, 1 plus 1, I get 2. So tan inverse, I got a 2. And when I plug in 1 here, I got 2a1. Or I can see here, because he said x1 is 3, converges to a. So I'm saying that this is behaving like a1 is equal to 3. So I'm replacing this here, a1, 3. So when I place this a1, 3 here, let's look at, I'm applying the value, and then I'm typing in calculator 1 over 3 times 2, 3. Sorry, 2 times 2, 3. So finally, I got a2. Okay, so I'm going to apply typing in calculator. Make sure reading mode. Don't forget it in reading mode. So must be this in a reading mode. So I'm writing 1 over 2 times 2, 3. My answer turns to be 3.30674 dp, he said. Okay, now first I plug in 1, now I plug in 2. So when I plug in 2, students, what happens? So I get what, a3. Because 2 plus 1, I get a 3. And pi as it is in tan inverse. And this value is coming in this place, so 3 here. In the place of 3, I'm putting it here. So 1 over 2 times 2, 3.3067. And I get a3 value is what? I'm just replacing the value. And I'm getting here 3.2916 or 17. So check it in 2dp. He said 2dp. So check, is 2dp same? No, up till not same. I'll check once again. I put 3. So a4 tan inverse 2, and this value is coming in the place of it. So 3.2917. A4 is value is coming with me is 3.2923. I'll start repeating. So last time I check it, maybe it may be more around. So pi plus tan inverse 1 over 2 times 2, 3.2923. I get a5. A5 is becoming with me 3.2923. So you see it is repeating, even that is also repeats. Okay. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Finally, I got 3.23. 29, sorry, 3.29. So find the volume, and volume formula, student, we have pi x1 x2 y square dx. Okay, now how to find these values, students? Let's go back and see on top. This is x1 value, this is x2 value. And how to get x2 value? So we'll take this equation and I will plug in y0 here. Logic when line cut the x-axis, y0. So we have two options, either root x is equal to 0, which is not possible, because if x0, question will finish. So it is not possible, x equal to 0. So when cos inverse is two places, up and down, 3/2 and this one. But we need a first number, look at here. Second number is here, but we're looking for this number. So first number is pi/2. So x, I got up pi/2. So I'm finding the value. So volume formula is pi, lower limit 0, upper limit is pi/2, and y is complete equation. This complete equation, I'm going to copy here and power 2 on the top. Now, students, I'm going to apply. And what is the technique to do it? 0 to pi/2. I got x and cos square dx. Because power of 2 is root cancel out. Okay, can I solve directly? No way, because this problem is power 2, cos we can't do it. So we have a special formula, cos double x equal to 2 cos square single x minus 1. This angle become half here. So if I bring 1 here and 2 divide, so I get this format. 1 plus cos double x divided by 2 equals to cos square x. So this value is replaced by this. So now format change, and I got it, students. This question become easy. Reason, otherwise cos square integration is not possible with us. So now I bring this 2 outside, make question easier. I got pi/2 outside. Inside I got x plus x cos double x, because x multiply inside. Okay, so now I can do separate this integration of x separate and pi/2 of this integration separate. So when I integrate the first part, there's nothing hard with us. X to power 2/2, a limit 0 to pi/2. So when I plug in the upper one, what is the situation here? Now UV and basic formula, when you have a late, LATE is late, or I am late, this is a U and this down is V, or sorry, top is V, down is U. E for exponential, T for trigonometry, and A for algebra. So that is why trigonometry is U as V and algebra is U. I hope so concept is very clear. So let's apply the formula. What is the basic formula? UV integration, U copy, integration of V minus a big sign of integral, bracket starts, bracket ends. And this integration, I will take copy and I paste here. And times 2 derivative of U. So I'm going to apply the same story here up. So let's try and look at a curly bracket starts and curly bracket ends. U copy, integration of cos, V, minus a big sign of integral, bracket starts, bracket ends, and dx. And this copy paste, integration of cos double x dx into derivative of x. And that will come later on 1. So I hope so this part is clear. Pi/2. This 2 will go outside. I'm writing pi/4. I got x squared inside. Pi/2. I'm going to plug in this into what is integration of cos double sine double x by divide by 2 angle. Same here, sine double x divide by 2. What is x derivative? 1. I write or don't write, no problem at all. Okay, now here, what I can write now, students. So when I plug in this upper limit and minus lower limit, I got pi to power 2 by 4, because square of 2 is 4. And minus 0, you write or don't write, no problem at all. Curly brackets, x sine double x over 2 minus this 1 by 2 comes out. From here comes out. Inside what I get inside sine double x dx. Now, students, I'm going to apply. Okay. So I'm going to apply this formula, which is in here. This is done, sorry. Now I'm going to this one, 4 pi cube over 16. 4 4s are 16. Plus pi by 2 here. And inside I have an x sine double x over 2. And sine integration is minus cos. So minus minus plus cos double x. And 1 2 come for due to this, and 1 2 extra. We've got a 4. And 0 to pi by 2. Now plug in the limit, students. So pi cube over 16, pi by 2. When I plug in upper limit, pi by 2 comes here. So, you know, sine 2 pi by 2 is cancelled. Sine pi is 0. So this is 0, 0. And plus when I plug in 0, when I plug in pi by 2 here. So 2 to cancel pi. Pi, so cos pi is minus. So basically I'm getting here negative 1 over 4. This is our upper limit done. Now minus lower limit. When I plug in 0 here, so full 0. When I plug in 0 here, cos 0 1, so I get a 1 over 4. So when I open the bracket, negative 1 over 4 and negative 1 over 4 become negative half. So I got a negative half. Okay, now students, what is x pi cube by 16 and negative pi over 4. And 4 LCM is 16. I take 16 LCM. So pi cube as it is. So pi cube as is, and this is 4 pi. And what is a common from here, students? I can tell you directly. So common part is pi, and 16 pi common out. I get a pi squared minus 4 over 16. And if I leave it here, correct answer, or I can write pi by 16 outside and inside pi square minus 4 unit cube, because give us the volume. So I hope so. The concept is totally clear and paper is completely over. So best of luck for your exam. I will pray for you. Inshallah, you will do good. And but re-practice the question we have done mistakes. Okay. And inshallah, I hope so. You will do good. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.